A complete ice freak. I am an ice freak. I will be very honest about it. Ice that you get out of the normal refrigerator, not so great. But there's a thing out there called, and a lot of people know it, and this is the name. It's called good ice. And when you say the word good ice, you are talking about nugget ice. Nugget ice has this texture and this crunch that is unbelievable. Now, Improvements, we have sold thousands and thousands and thousands of their ice makers. You now have an opportunity, a very unique opportunity, to get the good ice maker in a really phenomenal design. I have 3 color choices, so here we go. The 3 are your beautiful cinnamon. We have also, what do we have left? We only have 3 left. Oh, is that it? We have black, we have the red, and we have the stainless steel. And one of our favorite guests for a very long time here at HSN is Miss Deborah Byers.
Hi, how are you?
I taught her something new tonight. I go, Deb, you know this ice is called the good ice.
Well, it's funny. You're saying the good ice. I've heard fountain ice. I've heard nugget ice. I've heard pellet ice. I've heard pebble ice. I've heard cubelets. I've heard fountain ice, and I've heard sonic ice. But the best part is this is the best ice that you're ever going to have, because it's made from frozen layers of frozen ice, flaked ice that's actually creating little pockets of air so you can chew it. So this is chewable and delightful in your glasses. It'll chill your drinks faster because you've got more surface area and a higher ice to liquid ratio. And you've got the same technology that you know and love from the previous ice makers that we've brought you from Improvements that have been absolutely exceptional. But now we've got nugget ice or good ice for you to be able to have at home. And interestingly enough, because Suzanne and I spoke in the green room a little bit, and she said, well, how big is this unit? Because I know that in order to have nugget ice at home, you have to have a big
massive units.
Absolutely, with a huge price tag. But this is from Improvements. So you've got the same technology that you know and love with no drain line and no water line. So you just plug it in and add water. In 7 minutes, you're going to get nugget ice dropping into that tray, and in a 24-hour period, 26 pounds of nugget ice for you to enjoy, to have your drinks cooler, to have your food on your buffet kept cooler longer, the best protein drinks and smoothies you'll ever have, and a couple of slushies float in there as well.
And some fabulous cocktails. Okay, so here's the scoop. Let's look at the cubes, because the good ice is the good ice, guys. And I know if you're into ice like I am, you know exactly. I have this funny conversation with a girlfriend of mine. She lives in this really beautiful home, and she had a good ice machine put in, like a oven.
Yeah.
And she spent thousands on it, right? But she always makes fun of me because she brings me bags to tennis of good ice because I don't have a good ice machine. And it's the cutest darn thing. She goes, do you want some good ice? I'm like, thank you. So it keeps my drinks cold. Well, now you can finally have it at a fraction of the price. My other 2 girlfriends who have a good ice machine that's a tabletop, I will tell you, they are massive.
Yes.
And they're way too big for me to put in my little small space. I have to tell you, Deb, this is the first time I'm seeing this, you guys. This size is perfect. Countertop, tucking it away somewhere. It's a great size.
Absolutely, and it only weighs about 20 pounds, so you can take it with you. You can take it on a boat, you can take it in an RV, take it in a dorm, take it to assisted living. All you need to do is plug it in, and when you get it, you're just gonna press the little button and turn it on. The little light will go from red to blue. You're going to fill it to the max line with regular water. That's all you need to do, and you'll be able to see the max line. You're getting the basket. It'll hold 2.5 pounds. If you decide that your little red light comes on and it says, oh, it's all full, you've got to take the ice out, and you don't get to it in time, the ice will melt and it'll recycle and make ice all over again. But this is going to give you the opportunity to have the good ice, the ice that people have gotten in their carts to go through the drive-thrus in the places that they can get it.
My favorite grocery store here, their machine's good ice, and I always get a Diet Coke every time I'm in there, because that's where I can get good ice, is there. And your drinks just taste better. By the way, I just did the crunch test, because I'm like an ice sommelier. I always thought I was a lip gloss sommelier, but I also realized I'm an ice sommelier. So I did the bite test, right? Because you want to have, there's a very, very mouth feel to the good ice. And it's exactly what we want. You guys are jumping up and down.
Listen, let me tell you something. When
I'm
they
so
told me,
buying this.
when the team told me, this is what I'm dealing with. Because everybody that I talk to goes, oh my gosh, I love this ice. Now, let's talk a little bit about ice for a minute. Because what we're talking about is nugget ice, that it's made from flaked layers of ice, that is all frozen together, and it absolutely is amazing. And it's going to be coming right out of the machine. So the technology is the same that we know and love from the previous ice makers that I brought you. We've offered you the bullet ice, which is fabulous, but regular ice that you're getting in your freezer that comes from the little cubes that you've got is very, very hard, very dense, and very difficult for you to chew. The dentist tells you not to. And when you put it in a glass, it's making all, you know, it doesn't fit properly. What happens with nugget ice is not only is it better, not only does it crunchable and you can chew it, look at how it comes out of the machine. It's just coming out into the basket.
Awesome.
In 7 minutes, when you plug this in, you're getting the ice that everybody is going crazy for. People go to the drive-thrus of their favorite fast food restaurants that serve this, and the restaurants sell the ice in bags. So you have the opportunity to have that ice at home. Now, I want you to just look. This is a regular glass of water. I've got ice in here. This is all nugget ice. So this glass is getting chilled, chilled, chilled because of all the surface area of all that ice. And the best part is I can drink this glass of water. It's gonna taste better. And at the end of it, I can just chew the ice to my heart's content, and my dentist can't get upset with me because there are little pockets of air in there that allow it to break down. So you're not chewing big, dense ice. Right. Now, maybe you're saying, oh wait, I've got one of those automatic machines that makes crushed ice in my refrigerator, freezer. Crushed ice is still the big cubes. Okay, so here's a visual. The nugget ice is on the left. This is what Suzanne is calling the good ice, and she's absolutely right. The bullet ice is what we presented from our previous ice makers, which is fabulous. We love it. But then the cubes, those are the cubes that you're getting from your freezer, from the trays that you've got. They're very dense. They're very hard. Do not chew them. They're not going to chill your glasses, your beverages that much faster because they're great big wonky cubes. And this is giving you the opportunity to have something that's attractive, that's going to have your guest being able to come right to your machine.
So good.
It's only about 12 inches by 11 by 8.5, weighs about 20 pounds. It's portable. Take the water out. There's a little plug in the front. Drain it before you take it with you in the car so it doesn't slosh. When you explain that too, because the original models, I even had an original model years ago, you'd have to sort of pick it up and drain it. They've even made the draining easier. So if you've got burned by an old model, I definitely want you to try this because it's now much easier, right? Yes. So there's a little drop, you'll see it, there's a little plug right in the front. You're just gonna put it over the sink or over the ground if you're camping, drain it. It just makes it lighter. It weighs about 20 pounds. You put the plug back in, you get to your destination, you plug it in for the power, and you pour the water in, and in 7 minutes, you're going to get ice. But this is a great opportunity, the perfect time of year. The kids can use it. You get a scoop. They're not gonna be coming in and out and getting ice out of the freezer. They're going to be getting it here. And when the holidays come, this is a very elegant way for you to have your guests come to your home and enjoy beverages. Well, and once you've made an adult beverage, it's the best thing ever. But what's nice is you also have an extra ice machine. You know, a lot of times, how often, like my ice machine in my refrigerator makes the big, hard, chunky cubes. I don't really like it very much, but it's what came with it, right? And guess what? I get a little bit of ice, but man, if my husband and I are both home and it's a hot day, we burn through that really fast, and it can't make it quick enough. It takes forever. This is great if you want supplementary ice. Now, I'll tell you another funny story. So my friend Sally, because my girlfriends have these really big, really expensive models, she said, oh, my kids got together and bought me this famous model. It's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And she said, oh, I'm never going to use it. And it's giant. She says, Suze, I'll be darned. I just had this conversation not a week ago. She said, I'll be darned. Because I said, oh my God, you've got a good ice machine. How much do you love it? And she goes, I love it. And she goes, I thought my kids buy it, I wouldn't like it at all. She said, it's the only ice they ever use now. They don't even use the ice in their fridge with their automatic maker. It's that big of a difference. And so if you don't understand good ice, please trust Deb and I and just go for it. Because if you're like me, I love to crunch ice. You want a really super cold drink, this does it for you. It's honest to God, the best ice out there. It absolutely is. And I'm gonna make a smoothie that's gonna be outrageous. There's just juice and fruit and ice in here to give you the best smoothie or protein drink you've ever had. And the other thing too, we have all those small water bottles now. You can't get a big ice cube in there, but you can totally get the nugget ice in. That's a